Sawadee krap, welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. It's Wednesday, August 14th, and I'm your host, JP Mestanza. Let's start with our top story. Wichita Police Chief Colonel Nikon Somsup today declined to give any comment or explain any details of the investigation into the fire that broke out at the base Central Phuket condominium project under construction on Muan Naka Road in Wichita last Saturday. The fire broke out on the ground level of one of the buildings at the Condo project located behind Central Phuket Floresta Shopping Mall at about 3:30 p.m. on Saturday, and by 4:30, 1 hour later, firefighters reported they had extinguished the blaze. Only one injury was reported, one construction worker for smoke inhalation. While Colonel Nikon says that forensic police have yet to conclude their investigation, the condo project developer, Sansiri PLC, issued a public statement that read, "We confirm that the fire occurred in the area where construction equipment is stored. There was no fire in the condominium building as other media have reported. It has not affected the buildings. Customers can be confident in the structural integrity of the base Central Phuket." Meanwhile, according to Sansiri's own website, the project was meant to be done by March 2020. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. The Hungry Ghost Festival, or Poto Festival as it's called here in Phuket, it got underway yesterday with prayers and offerings to Poto Kong, the king of hell. The opening ceremony took place at Phuket Dai Hua Museum at about 5 p.m. yesterday, with high-level Phuket dignitaries in attendance, along with members of Phuket's Chinese community who believe that the spirits of ancestors are released from hell to visit their relatives during this period, with locals usually decorating their houses and altars with offerings. Homeless spirits, those without descendants to visit, devotees arrange food offerings at the back of their houses, and these offerings include a cup of tea, mixed snacks, red turtle cakes, Chinese cupcakes, fruit, and more. The festival will take place across Phuket from August 13th to the 29th, with special events all throughout. For the full schedule, visit the link in the description or PhuketNews.com. In an effort to stem possible fare hikes while citing expense, Transport Minister Saksayam Chipchop says that the policy to replace old passenger vans with new microbuses is now voluntary and no longer mandatory. The announcement came this morning in Bangkok, with Minister Saksayam saying that operators of vans that are 10 years old or more, they will no longer be required to have them switch to new minibuses, adding that if they're not able to absorb the cost of the new vehicles, they can continue to use the old vans as long as they're regularly checked by the Land Transport Department. The policy, which was once mandatory, is now voluntary, according to Minister Saksayam, saying that not every van owner can invest in new imported minibuses. On the safety issue, older vans were deemed by some netizens to be unsafe. He argued the opposite, that if new minibuses were made mandatory, then drivers would still drive at high speeds to quickly pay off the investment. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket Extra will be right back after this. Welcome back to Phuket Extra. Police are seeking court arrest warrants for 3 suspects in the Bangkok bombings believed to have plotted the attack in a neighboring country and to have since returned there, according to Deputy Prime Minister Prawit Wongsuwon. General Prawit said the August 2 bombings in Bangkok and Nonthaburi province were planned in a neighboring country, which he did not name, although authorities say they're also linked to the insurgency in the deep south of Thailand. Police are now contacting their counterparts across the border to apprehend them. Meanwhile, 2 suspects who were caught in the deep south, they were brought to Bangkok yesterday charged with organized crime, illegal possession of explosive, attempted murder, and more. They're just 2 of the 15 total suspects believed to have been involved in those bombings. The whole thing stems from the incident back on August 2nd, when 6 bombs and 6 incendiary devices were detonated across Bangkok as the city hosted the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting, attended by diplomats from the US, China, and other world powers. The criminal court today acquitted of terrorism the 24 leaders of the Red Shirt United Front for Democracy Against Dictatorship, ruling that the protests against the Abhisat Vejajiva government in 2010 was a political action. The ruling responded to public prosecutors' arraignment against the key leaders of anti-government protests from February 28 to May 20th of 2010. The demonstrators demanded that Abhisit, the prime minister at the time, dissolve the House, believing the military was behind the formation of his government in December of 2009. Abhisit formed his government after the dissolution of the People Power Party for electoral fraud, ending the government of former Prime Minister Somchai Wongsawat in the same month. The 24 red shirt leaders denied the terrorism charges and other related charges, including sedition, illegal assembly, and more. And that's it for Phuket Extra, brought to you by PSD Windows and Doors. For safe, secure, and soundproof windows, visit pvcphuket.com. We like to get your feedback on any of the news you just watched, so drop us a line in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. From all of us here at the Phuket News Center, thank you for watching, and until tomorrow, stay classy, Phuket.